Alright, back again. It is. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving Day. I could have been at my Thanksgiving dinner at my uncle's house, but I decided not to go. I just don't give a shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking depressed right now. I'm just sad a little bit. I have like technically yesterday. I left work early because my boss told me to. So I left work early and stuff, and that was great because and at the same time, I ate whatever the fuck I wanted. I actually went to Taco Bell or just got a bunch of tacos and stuff like that because I was really for some reason I was really hungry for some tacos. But you know what's funny? I really hate Taco Bell. I like tacos, but I feel like Taco Bell makes one of the worst tacos ever. But at the same time, like they're the only people that make tacos, right? And in addition to that, I can't find any other place that's gonna make tacos. But for some reason, I was really hungry for tacos, so I ordered like, I ordered like 5 tacos. I ordered 2 chalupas and 3 tacos, soft tacos, and it was like 10.54. It was $10.54. And when I finally got home and ate all that, I was still hungry, and I was sort of like mad that I bought all that stuff. Even so, I basically ordered like 2 different meals. I ordered 2 different meals and I ate those shits, and for some reason I was still hungry. And the reason why I ordered them is because I only have like I know I'm gonna smell bad in the week, and throughout the whole week when I'm ever at work, I don't really eat anything. I only eat like apples and oranges and stuff. So I had to eat some real food. When I really mean real food, anything that has to do with meat and cheese, because that's what I'm deprived of throughout most of the week. So yesterday, I left the work early, and I was able to eat and stuff like that. I don't think I ever really talk about my work situations, to be honest. And working around people while having an odor condition, don't really have TMAU. I tested negative for it, but I do have some weird odor condition where I don't know. It's similar to TMAU based on the certain foods I eat. I smell bad. I get reactions and I can't control it. And I don't know what it is. I do want to retest myself. I'm telling myself I'm going to do it. By the way, this is very interesting. I should point this out. I actually bought some like gut test thing from Ubiome, and I think you have to like spread like your fecal matter on something so they can test it out, and then they can give you results back telling you, oh, you have this stuff in your fecal matter, so you have an excess of this, that, the third. So I'm willing to do all that testing stuff with the kit. I got that yesterday as well. But concerning Thanksgiving, um, yeah, my brother came home today. Uh, my brother used, I think my brother lives somewhere lives somewhere around DC area. He's like, he's in the military or something. And I don't really talk to my brother. I have a brother and a sister, and I really talk to my brother and sister. I don't think I really talk to my family at all, to be honest, especially with this condition, because a lot of people say that um, they don't recognize it. They don't smell anything. I talked to my mother plenty of times. Only talked to my grandmother once about it. I think I talked to my grandfather about it, but he's not around anymore. But I really don't talk to family members about it because typically they say the same thing, that they don't detect anything, or and so on and so forth. Talk to my uncles about it. I talked to my brother about it today, and essentially he's like, "Well, I don't smell anything, and I think it's a lot of it is in your head, so on and so forth." And I really wish it was, but when you have visual indicators showing that you smell bad because you might be talking to somebody and they're behind you holding their nose like this or doing this. I remember just constantly doing while they're in the same room as me. When I'm in the elevator, you see the same reactions, people holding their noses or people their behavior shifting and changing. Like I just ruined I just ruined the room or ruined the elevator traveling time or whatever. You know that it's not in your head. You know this is not just something that's up in your head. I had this for like 13 years. I had this when I started noticing people reacting to me when I was 15 years old, when I used to ride the bus. And you see, I would hear people like, when I would be in a passenger seat of the bus, the people were behind me would sniff and rub their noses, and I would used to think it was just, oh, maybe it's because my head. I used to wear braids. That's another thing. I used to wear braids, cornrows in my head. So I used to think maybe I just don't wash my hair enough. So I constantly washed my hair, and nonetheless I still got the reactions. But that's another story. I think that should be a story in itself. But this is a blog. In any case, I could have went to Thanksgiving. I could have went to Thanksgiving today, went to my uncle's house and ate some food, but I don't know, I was just not feeling it. Wasn't feeling it. I was just tired. I just wanted to be by myself, honestly. For some reason, being by myself gives me, I don't know, just relaxes me. It just gives me some type of peace. Makes me feel better. Like I'm by myself right now because my mother and my brother went to my uncle's house for Thanksgiving, and I just feel a lot better just being by myself. Even though I am lonely and I am depressed and I do want someone to talk to and someone to share experiences with, but I still feel good just being by myself for some reason. If you hear this, if you hear this, there's nobody here. There's no sound. Just the air conditioning going off if you even hear that. And for some reason, it's very peaceful. It's very serene. But at the same time, I'm still like, I still want to be around people and I still want to have a life and stuff like that. But I don't know. And you know what's really funny is I really don't want to go back to work. After, you know, yesterday I ate like tacos and I also ate my brother also ordered like some wings or something and fries, and I ate those shits too, even though I wasn't really hungry. Have you ever ate stuff even though you weren't really hungry, but you just ate it, and then you realize you're only eating it to make yourself feel better? That's what I was basically doing. And even in the morning, I ate a lot of crap. I ate a lot of stuff, and wasn't really hungry, but I don't know. I guess I'm just an emotional eater. I eat when I'm bored, I'm stressed, or I'm depressed. So I think I was very sad, still sad. So I just started eating a lot of fucked up food and shit. And I know I'm gonna pretty much smell really bad if I ever go out in public again. Funny thing is, while I was talking to my brother today, about my odor condition, um, he made a proposal which he's probably never going to fulfill. He made a proposal saying, okay, well, why don't we pay some guy to smell me and then tell us how bad I smell or what I smell like. And I'm like, shit, I'm with that shit. I'm completely with that. I had an idea in my head that maybe one day I will go on Craigslist and like, I don't know, make an ad where I'll pay somebody $10 to tell me what I smell like, right? I thought that would be a good idea, but at the same time, I really thought about it, and I think what's really gonna happen is they're just gonna lie to me to make me feel good because I'm giving them money, um, and that's the reason why I don't want to do it. And I know also it's pretty weird to create some stupid ad, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure there's lots of weird ads on Craigslist. So I don't know. I thought about it. I was like, maybe I should do that. But yeah, I'm sitting here at home on a Thanksgiving. I'm not really sad. I'm sort of sad. I don't know. See, I'm 28 years old, right? And honestly, even at the age of 15, where I started seeing like people react to me, I didn't think I didn't think at the age of 28 I would be in this condition. where I just can't go outside. I can't I can't go out in public without fear and having fear of smelling bad and having obsessive thoughts on whether or not a person is reacting to me. I didn't think I would be still be at my mother's house. I'm 20 years old. This is how much of a loser I am. This is how much of a loser I am. I'm 28 years old and I'm still living in my mother's house and I still can't for some reason be independent because of this odor condition. And a lot of it has to actually do with just my career and the skills I have, and hopefully before I turn 30, I'm going to be able to make enough money to become independent. Because right now, with the job I currently have, I'm only making 12.50 when I should be making way more money, especially the things I'm doing. But that's another story. I think I should talk about that eventually about my job. But yeah, I never thought that at the age of 15 I would still be in this position. So it makes me feel like a failure. I mean, I did try. Don't get me wrong. I didn't just stay. Well, that's not true. From the age of 21 to the age of like, I don't know, maybe 21. When I got home at the age of 20 after college and realizing, man, this is a total disaster. So I quit college for a moment and actually decided to go to a job because I thought transitioning from college to a job would be better for me, but it really wasn't. It was the same thing because whenever I'm just out in public or I'm around people, I will still get the same reactions. But for some reason, at the age of 20, I thought, let me just chill out and get a job or some shit. It was the same thing. Rambling on and on, but this is just a vlog. I guess I should really talk about, yeah, just talk about Thanksgiving. Maybe I should talk about things I'm grateful for. Because with with this odor condition, yeah, life is hindering life. I mean, the condition has hindered me from doing a lot of social things in life. But there has to be some things I'm grateful for, and to be fair here, there's a lot of things I could be grateful for, especially considering I'm in America. I'm in a first world country, right? With the first world country, you have the ability to is not a war torn country, so I'm thankful I'm not living in a war torn country. I'm grateful I'm not in a third world country where it's hard to access just basic needs like food and water and having shelter. So I'm grateful that I have those basic needs taken care of. I'm grateful I have a job, I guess, even though I'm getting ripped off. I'm grateful I have an internet and I have this. I'm recording from this laptop I bought this year because of the funds I saved up all year. um, I mean, it's not that expensive, like somewhere around like $400. But still, I'm grateful that I have this because my previous laptop never had the ability to record or had a face camera or some shit like that. So that's great. I'm grateful that I have a car. My grandmother gave me a car. She lent me her car since she's old and she never really uses the car, and I know she knows that I need the car to go to work. Like in this world now, it's very difficult to just find a job that's just right near you, so you can just walk to the location or you ride your bike to a location. A lot of times you have to ride 30 minutes to an hour, or maybe even, and other people have to use the bus, you know, just to get to one location to the next, and that's even more expensive and takes more time to do. So I'm grateful that my grandmother gave me a car. I'm grateful that you know, I'm poor, but I don't think my mother's not poor, so therefore I'm not poor. I'm grateful I'm still living, because even though I have this other condition, I could have like cancer. I think there's tons of people who have cancer at early ages, and it's tragic. And I'm glad I don't have any like terminal illness. Hopefully it's not a terminal illness. Hopefully this odor condition is not like a symptom of a very serious disease. So there's lots of things I could be grateful for, and I'm grateful for that. However, I feel like I'm gonna have this thing for the rest of my life, and with that, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna live. I don't know how I'm gonna get a girlfriend. I don't know. I'm gonna just get friends in general. Fuck a girlfriend. Get friends in general. It's already 15 minutes. I don't know how I'm gonna live life. A lot of times it's just sad. Like even now, I'm just fucking sad. I didn't really feel like going anywhere. I just wanted to stay home. I don't know. I just feel better at home. I just feel better at home. So that's the thing, and I don't know. Maybe I should be looking at the camera, not in the actually look at the feed, the video feed. But yeah, it's 30, 15 minutes. 15 minutes of talking about nothing, but I feel better. I just wish I had a good holiday. I wish I had a holiday. I mean, it's a funny thing. Last Thanksgiving, I don't think I had an odor condition because the funny thing was I had Thanksgiving at my sister's place. My sister's place was in New York. I'm in Miami, Florida. So if people don't know the geography or where the location of New York is compared to Miami, it's a long distance. And she actually paid the tickets to allow me to travel from Miami to New York was like $100 something or whatever. Maybe it was 200. I don't know. It was something. It was pretty pricey, at least for me. And I was able to enjoy like this Thanksgiving at her house, and it was great. The problem was, I mean, and I thought it was great, but now, like in 2018, I just decided to just be by myself for some reason. It just makes me feel a little bit more peaceful. And I keep thinking it's serene, but I think I'm using it wrong. There's nothing really else to talk about, but I appreciate if anybody watched this, which I highly doubt anybody's gonna watch this. If you have odor conditions and shit, link up with me, subscribe, I guess, whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna end it right here.